Have you heard about the ridiculous things that Apple claimed that they created? That they started the whole thing. Like they invented what we're doing right now, where we're playing with people, with like friends and stuff. They invented that apparently on the iPhone or the iPad.
Playing with friends?
Yeah, over the internet. Yeah, they invented that on the iPad.
Wow, you know, like I thought I was playing with my friends when I was playing Brood War and Warcraft 3, and wow,
yeah.
I guess not.
No, that's not what you were doing. You must have been doing something else, man.
Yeah, I was playing with complete strangers. I was like, we invented online gaming. Just so you know. You're welcome, everyone.
Just so you know. Just figured we'd throw this out here. We invented apparently they invented all kinds of things, and the average iPod or iPad user has over 100 apps. Like, I don't know anybody that has more than like 10.
Yeah, I have like Chrono Trigger. Let's be honest, I have a bunch of games and like a weather app. That's my iPod has.
Anyways, let's go ahead. Oh yeah. Oh shit, we have a little bit of lag here. I hope that's not me, is it?
I didn't get any lag, so maybe it's me.
I got a little bit of lag. I don't know. So anyways, we'll go ahead and introduce our players. We have spawning in the bottom right, the pink Zerg, Sigur.
He is Sigur.
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 We gotta do this like.
Kind of reminds me of Sagat from Street Fighter.
Sagat?
I always called it Sagat, but
I call him Sagat.
Whatever, same guy.
Whatever.
Same guy, anyway.
Spawning, his opponent spawning in the top center position, which is sort of like the top left position. So they're actually in center position. But this is the 12 o'clock position. This is the orange Protoss SirColveskey.
SirColveskey. I wonder, is he a knight?
No, actually.
No,
he's not. He's not, actually. And, Marcus, the guy who was co-casting with me not too long ago, you know Marcus, he's a great friend of mine. He's in the group, but when I was casting with him, he actually asked him if he was Polish, and turns out he's not Polish either, so...
He's not Polish, and he's not a knight. This is a mystery, I mean, who is this guy?
Well, I mean, he's in the group that I go to school with, so... I don't go to school with. No, it's a local school. I actually go to another school. The universities. I'm talking universities, by the way. I'm not talking like high school or anything.
Okay.
Because like I go to the community college, and he's actually goes to the university. Like, you know, the rich kids. Freak.
Yeah. What I did.
I'm not good enough for university. No, I got to go through community college because I don't have money.
See, my dad's a doctor. I didn't really have to worry about that.
Well, gee, thanks. We do see a Forge Fast Expand out of SirColveskey, which is, you know, pretty usual. And Sigur going.
Doesn't really count yet.
Sigur.
I'm kind of confused. Like, is he gonna one base?
It looks like he might one base out of this. Actually, we do have a 14-14, and SirColveskey has to be getting a little bit nervous at this point.
Yeah.
Of course. It doesn't look like it's going to be Speedling. I mean, he's probably just going to go straight for roaches.
Yeah. Could be. Yeah, he sees, you know, he's still mining gas.
Yeah,
no
and
speed started.
No speed is started.
Past 100 gas, so I mean, there's really only one option at this point. Unless it's like a slow landing Baneling bus, which let me tell you, is not a good.
Are you sure?
I am 100% positive, and
I thought it was very powerful. I mean, it got me out of bronze. No, I'm kidding.
Wow, you know what else? You know what got me out of bronze? Making units.
Actually, funny little fact: I never actually was in bronze.
Yeah, neither was I. I got placed in silver.
I skipped bronze. I was placed in gold season 1.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Gold?
Yeah.
You were like halfway to pro gamer status right there.
I know, and then I'd never played. I placed gold, I didn't play all season, and then I came back and played one game the next season, and I got demoted to silver, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Never playing StarCraft again.
No, then I fought really hard and got out of silver, then I got into gold, and then I got into platinum, and then I got into diamond, and now I'm diamond.
Yeah, silver is actually really hard to get out of, just because it's so cheesy.
Yeah. Silver was actually hard to get out of, but, you know, I did some really funny, awesome things in silver, so... Anyways.
You don't know any better, so you just do random stuff. Anyway, yeah.
Oh my god, dude, I had a game where I was playing against a Terran, and I fast expanded to his base.
Yeah, you can do that, Silver. That's a legitimate strategy.
Anyways, we do need to get back to this game. As roaches are being coming out. Wait, no, they're being pumped out by Sigur. They're coming out by Sigur. Listen to my marvelous English. As Sigur is stuck on is sitting here on 2 gases. I'm not quite sure. He really should grab. He should drone up and just grab those other 2 gases. Like I said, that's really the best way to go. Even with a roach rush like this, you do just sit on 1 gas. 1 gas can support enough roaches to apply pressure for a little while, and then just expand, do drone up and grab your other gases, and you can continue the pressure if you want. But
did we cast the game of Sigurs in this matchup? Because I feel like I've seen this before.
I think we might have. I don't remember. I'd have to check my memory banks.
Yeah, this looks very familiar. Your memory bank?
You didn't know? I'm like half computer.
No, I didn't know you were a cyborg.
Yeah. So
the worker count is actually 36 probes to 27 drones. So if Sigur doesn't do lots of damage soon, he's going to be very.
But look what's coming out from SirColveskey, and this is going to come out in time, by the way. There is another cannon going up for SirColveskey, and a Void Ray coming on its way, as well as the sentries to help this out. I don't think that this push isn't going to do much at all.
No, Sigur's in a bit of trouble here because Void Rays are like the counter to this. Generally, when you do this kind of build, it's like you want to catch them trying to tech up to robotics really quick off 1 gate. Because even if an Immortal does come out during the push, you've already done the damage that you needed to do. You've already broken them. Right. They don't have the sentries they need. But if they're going Stargate, that Void Ray just ends it.
Right, but there are a number of roaches here, so I mean, it looks like force fields are going down, and they're going to keep the roaches from getting in, but that pylon might fall, and that's going to shut down just the gateway, as the Void Ray is going to it's going to come into the fight, and these roaches, they're just going to die to this.
Sigur's in trouble now, and he knows it. The Void Ray comes out, and he's still producing roaches. He throws down 4 spores at home, which puts him even more behind. So he definitely knows that he needs to do some damage right now, and he's going to try, but man, I don't know.
But there needs to be force fields here. Not really the best force field. I would have opted for an earlier force field, but it does look like SirColveskey is going to clean this up perfectly, and more roaches are being streamed across the map. So it looks like Sigur is really wanting to just all in on this.
Yeah, he's also sending the Void Ray across the map, so he's going to see these roaches and fight them even sooner. If he follows them, I don't know. He definitely should. This Void Ray needs to come home to defend his base. But I mean,
and it looks like that's what it's going to do. It does look like that's what it's going to do. It's just nope, maybe not.
Nope.
It's just chasing down the roach for a little bit.
You know what? Honestly, he can hold this without it. These are odd force fields.
Yeah,
not really sure what that was about.
They definitely are odd force fields. Oh no, he does not want to lose that forge though, and the forge has fallen.
Still, trading that many roaches for it? It's not really worth the forge.
Probably not.
Look at the supply. It's 72 to 41. Sigur is behind, but he is going Spire, which is great for catching back up. If you can make 9 mutas and just catch your opponent off guard, you can do a lot of damage. The problem is he's just not got any minerals. He really needs a lot more minerals right now.
Yeah, he definitely does. As more gates are going down for SirColveskey, SirColveskey has a point. He has a position where, I mean, if he can just warp in and apply pressure at this point, then this would definitely work out in his favor. But it doesn't look like he's really going to do that. He does send the 2 Void Rays out. They might be able to do some damage, maybe before some mutas do come. Before the mutas get out, but no, maybe not. There are 4 mutas in production. And I'm expecting some more to be started up here soon, as he does have the minerals.
Yeah, he is getting minerals now, and he's still got a lot of gas backed up, so he's going to make lots of mutas. But, I really feel like if SirColveskey just either expands or doesn't attack, he's going to be in a really great position. He's got the Colossus Den. He's got the Robotics Bay on the way. So he's going to be able to get Colossi, and he's going to scout the mutas now that they're attacking his Void Rays. So he knows what he's up against, and if he just plays this right, I think he's going to be in a good position.
Right, he does need Blink for this. Blink is actually an amazing thing, and maybe even some Phoenixes, and he'll be able to do quite well. I mean, Blink works great offensively. Phoenixes, do great against against Muta. Yeah, Phoenix do great against Phoenix,
Yep. They're pretty good. Pretty hard counter from what I hear.
Yeah.
Phoenixes, hard counter Phoenixes. Yeah, actually, making some Phoenixes would be a good idea, but I think Blink is better. He could do both. But, I don't know. I think he's probably going to go for... Well, yeah, he's got Blink started. He's getting Colossi. He's getting Colossus range. He's starting his third.
But look how many Muta... Look how many Muta are out for Sigur, and he's going to fly them across the map. That is 13 Mutas making their way across the map. And even though SirColveskey knows about the Mutas, he knows about their existence, but there's so many of them in his base, and his army's not there. He needs to pull his Void Rays, and he needs the Stalkers, and he needs to get, there he goes, he's pulling the Void Rays, and he also needs to get some more Stalkers blinked in, I think.
Definitely. He did see those Mutas like you said, and he just didn't react. But yeah, he's okay here. The Mutas have gone back, but I don't really know if they did enough damage to really even up. He's still behind in the worker count, which is really just not where you want to be as a Zerg player. He has got map control with them, though, so that's really big. He can drone really a lot now. A lot.
Map control is the name of the game when it comes to Mutas. One of the most important things of going Muta is not just to use them in harassment. He's got so many, like 19 Mutas here, but it's not just to use them in harassment, it's also to use them for just map control.
Yeah. It is really awesome. When you have Mutas and you're just harassing constantly, you keep your opponent in their base and you can just drone and take bases. Really very useful. We do see a lot more Mutas on the way. +1 air weapons is almost done. There's no infestation pit yet, so he can't go up to Hive to get more air upgrades, but he can get armor right away.
Right, and actually, that gap between SirColveskey and Sigur is actually closing now, as they are just about even on workers, and SirColveskey is only barely ahead on supply.
Yeah, SirColveskey's got too many workers in his third and not enough in his natural. He definitely should transfer some from his third over to his natural and take the gases into his natural. He also needs to keep making workers, something that he's neglecting right now, which is, I mean, like you said, they're pretty much even now. And, Sigur? Yeah.
Sigur.
Sorry.
Sagat. Sagat.
Sagat. I'm gonna call him Sagat, anyway. And Sigur is, he's ahead in workers now, which is not the position that, SirColveskey should be in right now. He should be ahead right now. He's getting +3 weapons right now, +2 weapons, which is really nice, but... Okay,
now, it looks like he's going to move out, but do you think SirColveskey can do anything about this? No, oh my god, and all the Mutas are just going to fly into the main! Oh no, and the army is out of position!
Base trade! Oh,
no, it looks like SirColveskey is going to pull back and see if he can just mop up some of this, but oh, he loses the Forge but does not cancel the upgrade. Blink Stalkers making their way up, but it's not enough. There's only four Stalkers there. More Stalkers are coming in, but there's so many Muta here.
Alright, here we're gonna see. This is pretty much the game right now. If he kills all these Mutas, it's over for Sigur, but, if he doesn't... Okay, he's gonna go away. The game will go on. It really seems like SirColveskey just doesn't know how to deal with Mutalisks. What he needs is Templar or Archons. He either needs, he can do an attack with Archons, or he needs to get Storms defensively and turtle up until he's got the economy he needs to kill the Zerg.
Yeah, that is.
He's not doing either of those, and he's making a Void Ray, which is not what you want.
That is a ton of Mutalisks. He's up to 28 Mutalisks here. 32 actually, as more just pop out.
There are so many.
That is more Mutalisks than I'm used to seeing in the game, and I'm a Zerg.
Yeah, if this were like a diamond level game, I would say that this is a mistake. But, being that it's like gold, silver, I think a lot of Mutas like this is actually a good choice. Especially since, he hasn't seen Templar, he hasn't seen, any Archons from Dark Templar either. He hasn't seen anything really that's scary for him. So, keeping with the Mutas is actually an okay choice.
Right. Well, having this many Mutas out this fast. I mean, at this time, I mean, well, maybe not this fast because this is really just an absurd amount in general, and the game isn't really in the early stage anymore. But this is a lot of Mutalisks, and as he pushes into the third, I mean, SirColveskey still could be in some trouble here because I don't think he has enough Stalkers to deal with this.
No, he doesn't, actually. Unless he gets really good Guardian Shields off, he's just not going to be able to kill these Mutas. I don't know why Sigur is not just killing him right now.
I don't know.
He underestimates his Mutalisks. Maybe he wanted to group up, I'm not sure. He will lose his third right now, so that does hurt. But if he kills all these sentries and stalkers and then just kills the Colossi after, he's going to be way ahead.
Right, and it looks like these Mutalisks are going to clean up all of these stalkers, so a few Mutalisks were lost, but not enough to turn this battle. Not enough to turn this game.
I really feel like so far this game, right now, it's looking like, you know, Sigur is in a really nice position. It's just because SirColveskey doesn't know how to deal with Mutalisks.
No, he definitely does need to learn.
I don't know what else to say. Like, you need Templar. You need Templar eventually. You get, like, when it gets to this numbers, it's Templar is a must. You can use Archons if they're stacking their Mutas a lot, but that doesn't really happen.
And it looks like the Mutas are in the main now, as more Stalkers were warped in, but still not enough. Still not enough. There's still too many Mutas there.
It's really not. You can make Stalkers faster than Mutas, but when you have this many Mutas, it just doesn't matter. You're never going to make enough Stalkers. You know, you're never going to produce enough Stalkers to get them to go away.
Well, the thing is that in groups Mutas work better than in-group Stalkers, because Mutas do have that AoE and an even number of Stalkers against an even number of Mutas. The Mutas are going to win.
The Mutas are really red, though, so he could, you know, whittle away this number here. If he gets another big workman of Stalkers, he might be able to push the Mutas back for a bit, but he's still taking so much damage.
But we do have +3 for air upgrades coming out for Sigur, so you know, this is definitely not looking good for SirColveskey. I'm sorry,
SirColveskey.
SirColveskey.
You just called him Segat too, didn't you?
I almost did. I am just losing it. But all these Mutas are in the base and they're tearing us so much damage and they're shutting down warp gates, and this is not what. Oh no! Pylons dies so fast to these Mutas, and it looks like this is going to be GG at any moment.
You know, they really don't need to be Artosis Pylons when you have this many Mutas. You can just kill them all anyway.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
Does have 4 Stalkers, but that's not going to be enough to stop these Mutas.
No, he's got 7 now. He's got 7 now.
7 now?
And a cannon.
Well,
Never mind.
He's got gateways in his natural. Okay.
But that's going to be cleaned up right there.
Yeah.
Here they all go.
You can do, like, SirColveskey would have done better if he'd used Blink differently. He's been blinking underneath the Mutas, which essentially lets all of them attack, and not all of your Stalkers attack all the time. What you can do is you pretty much do the same blink micro you do versus roaches. So the Mutas are attacking and you blink injured Mutas or injured Stalkers behind, and they'll get hit less because the most damage is from the first glaive. You know, the damage goes down every time the glaive bounces.
So it looks like SirColveskey thinking that he's going to throw this into a base trade, but you know, Sigur is just going to fly his Mutas over and it's just going to clean this up because Colossus don't shoot air.
Nope.
There goes one, there goes the other, and SirColveskey with still Mutas in his main, still doing damage. Maybe he thinks he can hold this. He is trying to rebuild his base at his third.
Yep. Sigur did lose like all of his drones. He's at 19 right now to the 27 probes of SirColveskey, sorry. But I mean, I think if these Mutas just go attack 2 Stalkers and what is that? A cannon can't kill 27 Mutas. No, 38 Mutas? Whoa.
Yeah, and even more now. 42. We're up to 42 Mutas. This is a lot of Mutas in this game.
I just really don't see what SirColveskey can do.
I don't either. This is definitely not looking good for SirColveskey.
Get a Templar next time.
Obviously need to play more mono battles, says SirColveskey. Good luck, good game, says SirColveskey, and there's the GG. So Sigur makes his way to the next round.
Yep. I'm gonna tell SirColveskey what he needs to do. That was bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, if you don't mind, I mean, if you want to take up the burden of helping him, you could always say, "Hey, I can help you out." But that's what I would. That's what I generally do.
Okay, so next time.
Oh wait, I'm not doing that.
Gets